Diamondbacks, Sidewinders, Fisheye Dodgers, and Fisheye Pros with the patented Moon Crackle tape. FHS Dodgers flat out perform. Get yours now at fishhuntshoot.com. Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. It is a hot, steamy morning here in the Sierra foothills, and it is time for the Northern California Fishing Report. It is the first week of August, and I'm going to tell you right out front, I am not a super enthusiastic August fisherman. Ocean fishing is usually great in August. It's great right now. Outside the Golden Gate, salmon, lings, halibut. Inside the bay, halibut, stripers, the occasional lingcod, maybe a white sea bass. Variety, action, the fish are feeding. Ocean fishing is great. It's great in Bodega, it's great in Half Moon Bay, Santa Cruz, anywhere you want to go where it's salty, the fish are biting. Unfortunately, that excitement doesn't translate to freshwater fishing during the month of August. This is the doldrums for us. Delta, stripers, pretty much, they're not out in the Delta right now, and if they are, they're not really feeding because the water temperature's high. Wet sturgeon are in the Delta right now. They're down deep. They don't want to play. There's some catfish out there, some panfish, but there's also a ton of heat and a ton of wind. So bottom line, it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks before you get into some decent action out there in the Delta. For now, it's all about, dodging the heat and, the water recreation, water skiing, all that kind of stuff. So Delta, not your best destination for fishing right now. And likewise, that kind of goes for the inland lakes and reservoirs as well. Trout fishing, it's fair. You can go to pretty much any lake in Northern California and you could catch a few trout. You're probably not going to get skunked, and you're probably not going to go out and have a rip-roaring 30-fish day. You're probably going to go out there and catch 2, 3, 4, 5 fish. You might score a limit, but the thing is, the fish are full. There's plenty of food in the lakes right now. The weather has been very stable. The fish are settled into the water column. They figured out what they're doing. They're doing the same thing they were doing 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. They're down there deep. They're feeding. And they're just not real desperate to chase lures right now because the hunger pains just aren't there. I've been having to fish worms, and I've been having to play with the fish a lot to get them on the hook. I'm catching limits pretty much every time I go, but I'm not experiencing that hot rip-roaring action that I'm going to experience in, 6 to 8 weeks, down the road when the fall fishing is really popping. So if you want to get out after trout, you're going to catch fish. Pick out a lake, get out there, use those downriggers, get down to the level of the fish. You're going to be able to hook a few fish. Some of them are nice, some of them are pan-sized, depending on where you go. But the fish are available. Moving on, kokanee fishing is very good at a few different places. If you want to do numbers, go for kokanee. Pardee, Whiskey Town, Stampede, Tahoe's starting to boot them out. They're not big. They're plentiful, they're great to eat, they're fun to catch. I'm not a huge kokanee guy. I'm a pretty good kokanee angler, but they are definitely my third favorite species in terms of lake fishing, right behind trout and kings. So, but anyway, fact remains, if you want to do numbers, go kokanee fishing. King salmon fishing is very good at Folsom right now. You can go out there, you can do 2, 3, 4 fish. You might even get a limit out there. It's about as good as it gets at Folsom. Average fish, 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Big fish, 5 plus. They're out there. Copper spoons, copper trigger spoons, copper speedies, copper speed spoons, copper. Stay on the move. Fish are anywhere from 40 to 60 feet deep. Sometimes they're a little shallower. Stay on the move, stay in the main body, stay in the, the lower end of the arms. You should be able to pick up some kings out at Folsom. It's a circus out there. There's boats everywhere, people everywhere. If you could deal with that kind of scene, you could pick up some kings. Oroville kings, much tougher. They're deep. 160 feet deep seems to be the hot depth, and that is not everybody's cup of tea. If you're comfortable trolling those depths, you can catch fish. If you're not comfortable getting down below 100 feet, it's a tough nut to crack out there right now. So gotta figure that out on your own. And that's another place where there is lots and lots of boat traffic right now. It's hot. Summer's, activity's kind of peaking. So, kind of choose that for yourself. Now looking ahead, and that's really what I like to do in August. I'm going to keep on fishing. I'm going to keep on picking away. But starting in about 4 weeks, we're going to really start to see trout fishing accelerate. It's going to start off at the high elevations. The days are going to get short. nights are going to get cooler, water temperature is going to drop, the food's going to get scarce up there, and those fish, they're going to be a lot more excited about chasing lures, chasing flies, you know, stuff like that, hitting spoons, the fast moving stuff, the aggressive stuff that I like to pull. That's going to start happening within a month or so, and that activity is going to go right down the slope as fall progresses. You know, first it's going to be high elevation stuff, then it's going to be middle elevation stuff, then it's going to be the valley stuff. By November, we're going to have wide open trout fishing all over the foothills and all over the Sacramento Valley like we always do. There's a ton of fish out there. Remember that big shutdown this spring? There are a ton of holdovers in the foothill and valley lakes. And I suspect when we get into the latter half of October into November, we're going to see some very good action because we're going to see trout plants resume, but we have a big reserve of fish that weren't caught in the spring because of the COVID-19 shutdown. So that's kind of my report right now. Fishing's good. Fishing's great if you want to go on the ocean. If you want to go to the lakes, it's fair. But great action lies ahead. We're going to have stripers in the Delta in September. We're going to have wide open, you know, reservoir and lake trout fishing in September, October, November. Collins Lake, Comanche, all that stuff's going to go off. So a lot of bright spots ahead. Hopefully we'll get out of this heat. Hopefully the coronavirus will not be as bad as some of us are expecting this fall. Hopefully we all stay healthy, stay happy, get out on the water, catch some fish, have a good time, blow off some steam. I'm Cal Kellogg. Sorry this wasn't a super optimistic report, but I am very excited about the action to come. Anyhow, I'm Cal Kellogg. I'm signing off for now. I will catch you next time right here on YouTube. If you're looking for tackle, go on over to fishhuntshoot.com and check out my store. You can see my spoons, rods, reels, all that stuff, all the stuff you see me using here on the channel. Great tackle at a very fair price. Thanks for all the support, guys. I'm Cal Kellogg. I'm heading back home. I will catch you later right here on YouTube. You guys have a great day. Performance, economy, and rugged dependability. That's what my 7-foot 6-inch trout and salmon rods are all about. To get yours, go to the Fish Hunt Shoot Productions store at fishhuntshootproductions.com.